All right, let's just dive right into this explainer and peel back the layers on what Windows 11 is actually doing with your data behind the scenes. Because look, if you value your digital privacy, or especially if you happen to live under an oppressive government where data privacy literally equals physical safety, understanding exactly what your machine is broadcasting is absolutely vital. Today, we're going to look way past the user interface and dig into the actual nuts and bolts of Windows 11 data collection.
So let's kick things off with a super basic question about that settings toggle you've probably clicked a dozen times. When you turn off data sharing in Windows 11, is it actually off? Most of us just navigate over to the privacy settings, flip the switch, and assume our digital footprint is secure. But as we're going to see, the architecture of Windows 11 makes things a whole lot more complicated than a simple on and off state.
Actually, clicking off in your settings app kind of just creates an illusion of control. As this quote perfectly captures, Microsoft explicitly states that essential diagnostic data may still be sent to maintain system stability. They've built the operating system in a way that requires this continuous pulse of information just to keep their global ecosystem functioning. So when you think you're going completely dark, your machine is actually still whispering to Microsoft servers.
Section 1. Surface Level, Windows Recall.
Let's start at the visible surface of your privacy settings, with the feature making all the headlines right now. We have to talk about Windows Recall because it represents a massive shift in how the operating system interacts with your personal information. Now, while Recall might capture incredibly sensitive things like banking screens or private messages, the crucial point here is that it is strictly opt-in, and it's processed entirely on your local device via the neural processing unit. But if you are a journalist, an activist, or just a citizen living under an oppressive regime, the safety implications here are immense. If an authority seizes your device, they don't even need to break into your cloud accounts. A comprehensive visual history of everything you've looked at could be sitting right there on your local drive. That's exactly why understanding how this opt-in feature works is so critical.
Section 2. Going deeper, the telemetry pipeline. Peeling back the next layer of the onion, we find the background data pipeline. Recall is what you can see, right? But the real data engine of Windows 11 runs quietly in the background, totally out of sight. Telemetry isn't just a single switch. It's this massive, layered service, commonly known as DiagTrack, that feeds Microsoft's improvement engine. Think of DiagTrack as the transport layer. It's the plumbing that gathers all the diagnostic data, error reports, and health info from all over your operating system, packages it up, and sends it back to Microsoft.
64. And no, that's not 64 individual data points. That is 64 distinct categories of required diagnostic events and fields for recent Windows 11 versions. It really shows the sheer scale of the data collection going on here. We're talking about categories ranging from basic device inventory all the way to highly specific code execution paths. And here's the kicker. This baseline collection happens regardless of your optional privacy settings.
Now, if you do have optional diagnostic data enabled, you aren't just sending basic error logs. You're actually sharing your browsing history, specific app usage, and even how quickly Cortana responds to your voice if anyone is still actually talking to Cortana. But seriously, for users in high-risk environments, like those under state surveillance, this level of behavioral data is highly sensitive. It establishes an incredibly detailed pattern of life, documenting exactly when and how you use your machine.
Section 3. The Core Truth. Additions matter. Here is a rather surprising reality check about your specific PC. Because the truth is, the amount of control you actually have over all this data is entirely dependent on the version of Windows you purchased. There's a huge misconception we need to clear up regarding this privacy gap. Consumer editions, so Home and Pro, physically cannot be forced into a true off state like enterprise machines can. On Home and Pro, you can only enforce a mandatory diagnostic data floor. That essential data still goes out. However, if you're running enterprise or education, the system can be configured to truly disable all diagnostic data. This creates a pretty stark reality. Maximum privacy is effectively a premium feature reserved for managed corporate environments.
So, for all the Home and Pro users out there, setting that Allow Telemetry registry value to 0 just grays out the toggle in your UI and enforces that mandatory data floor we just talked about. It's a great step to minimize your footprint, absolutely, but it is definitely not the magical kill switch that so many online privacy guides claim it is.
Section 4. Taking control, hardening Windows. So with that reality check out of the way, how do we actually secure our digital footprint? If the toggles are illusions and the registry edits are limited by our Windows edition, what concrete steps can we take to harden our workstations? Well, hardening your system requires a multi-step approach. You start at the Settings app, sure, but then you have to dig all the way down to disabling the Diag Track service itself. You have to lock down the user settings, the group policy, the system registry, and finally, the transport service that actually moves the data. It's a full-on, comprehensive lockdown.
For real advanced control, especially in environments where security is literally non-negotiable, the Australian Cybersecurity Centre recommends specific group policy edits to enforce admin approval mode and strict driver initialization. Why does this matter? Because by limiting which drivers can initialize at boot to only known good and critical drivers, you drastically reduce the risk of malicious rootkits or state-sponsored spyware embedding themselves deep within your operating system. But here is a crucial caveat. Even if you completely restrict telemetry, you absolutely still must configure automatic updates. Microsoft delivers their critical security patches entirely independently of optional data sharing. If you are a target of an oppressive government, falling behind on security updates leaves you incredibly vulnerable to known zero-day exploits. So you can block the telemetry, but you absolutely must keep the update pipeline open to stay secure. To lock things down even further, official guidance also suggests disabling vulnerable protocols like WPAD and turning off Windows Copilot if the secure Bing Chat Enterprise version isn't available. The reasoning here is pretty straightforward. Malicious actors frequently exploit the WPAD protocol to silently intercept web traffic. Furthermore, standard Copilot searches can accidentally leak highly sensitive search terms straight to the cloud. If you are communicating with dissidents or researching sensitive topics, that is a massive risk.
Section 5. The Privacy Support Trade-off.
As we wrap up this explainer, we have to talk about the natural tension between you, the user, and Microsoft, the developer. There's a fundamental conflict of interest regarding how a modern PC should operate, and honestly, both sides make valid points here. Users want absolute privacy. They prioritize data minimization to protect their safety and anonymity. Meanwhile, Microsoft relies on this baseline observability, things like crash logs and driver data, to ensure their massive global ecosystem doesn't just collapse under its own weight.
So the major takeaway you should leave with today is that in the modern Windows environment, the concept of a simple off switch is just an illusion. It is layered with exceptions. Between that required telemetry floor and localized processing, your machine is fundamentally designed to be observed in some capacity.
It all comes down to this final question. Where exactly do you draw your personal line in the sand? Are you willing to sacrifice easier troubleshooting and those automated health checks to ensure your data remains truly yours? The tools to lock down your system are out there, but taking control means doing it with your eyes wide open. Ultimately, how much convenience is your privacy worth?